Hello everyone, and welcome to LIAN Lee's 2022 Digital Expo. I'm your host, CH, and this is the second part of our expo. The first part of our expo covered the latest updates made to the prototypes of the LIAN 3 and the V3000 Plus, so make sure not to miss that one. For the second part, we'll be introducing design updates on the UniFan SL120 Infinity, presenting the new UniFan P28 and Streamer Plus V2, as well as giving you a tour of the new version of L-Connect. Without further ado, let's get started. The first product we have was introduced at our last expo, the UniFan SL Infinity. Since its first appearance, we fine-tuned the blade and frame design to lower the noise level and improve the performance of the SL Infinity. With input from the community, we've revised the look of the Infinity SL fans. The front shaft features a delicately designed infinity mirror with light effects that extend through the blades. The same location at the rear of the fan shows a LIAN Lee logo, which lets through a ring of RGB, making sure your fans look good whether installed as intake or exhaust. At the front and rear, around the edges of the fan duct, two thin angular strips are elegantly laid out, reminiscent of the light design of the original SL120, letting through enough light to give the fan extra character. The same light effects applied to these strips are reflected on an infinity mirror displayed on the edge of the fan, where the aluminum strip is found on the SL and AL UniFans. From a direct angle, the two distinctive strips can be seen and carry the same style as the ones on top of the frame. But when looking from any other angle, the RGB strips are bright enough to display multiple layers through the infinity mirror. Each fan features a total of 40 LEDs divided in two channels, one for the edge and infinity mirror, and a second at the center shaft. Not only the looks of the fans have been revised though, the core feature of the UniFans, the way they interlock together, has been revisited. Many users doing custom water cooling in their systems were experiencing clearance issues with the radiator inlet and outlet. This is why we've decided to make the interlocking key a removable piece. This way, when located at the end of a cluster, the key can be detached to prevent any interference issue. And to address the module cable orientation issue seen in our previous UniFans, we made the cables come out from the middle of the module so that they can be routed no matter the fan cluster orientation. We've optimized the power module that connects to the end of the fan cluster to be thinner, smaller, and located at the center of the fan. The SL Infinity UniHub also received its fair share of updates. Instead of separating the fan power and RGB signal cables, they've now been combined into a single wire, making the whole assembly even cleaner. And for users who prefer to manage their fans directly from their motherboard software, a splitter cable will be included to directly connect to the fans to the motherboard. The new hub can still host 4 fan clusters, but is now also equipped to directly support two 3-pin ARGB headers, such as the one found on the Galahad AIO pump, eliminating the need for the ARGB cable kit to handle your AIO LEDs via L-Connect. In addition, the SL Infinity will come with a new version of L-Connect, which we'll introduce later in this video. You can expect the UniFan SL Infinity to be available around the month of May. Up next, we have a new version of the UniFan's focus on performance and low noise. Here's the first prototype of the UniFan P28. As the name implies, the P28 has a 28mm thick frame. While 3mm thicker than traditional fans, the P28 remains compatible with most cases with tight radiator and fan clearances. The combination of a thicker frame, fluid dynamic bearings, metal bearing shell, top-plated iron shell, and harder build materials means the P28 produces less vibration and less distortion at higher speeds, resulting in higher performance and lower noise. And while we're talking about speed, we currently estimate the maximum speed of the UniFan P28 to reach around 2200 RPM, while being quieter when compared to similar fans running at maximum speed. Like other UniFans, the P28 can be clustered together and need only a single cable per fan cluster to power them, making cable management simpler. And like the UniFan SL Infinity, the P28 also features a removable interlocking key for better compatibility with radiators. In addition, the power cable for the P28 is smaller and connects flush with the frame of the fan to also prevent interference with radiator fitting. The UniFan P28's design is focused on performance. That is why LEDs were left out, as their implementation would mean sacrificing other aspects. But that is not to say that the concept was completely abandoned. Available as an additional accessory for the P28, an ARGB frame attachment can be mounted on either side of the fan, replacing the original aluminum edge and illuminating only the visible side of the fan. The ARGB frame is compatible with the UniHub to support the same creative effects as the SL120. By removing the decorative aluminum strip of the side of the fan, the accessory is clipped and partially overlaps the frame, making the fan slightly wider without affecting compatibility. This method allows us to maintain the fan's primary objective, which is delivering high performance, and upgrade its look with fully customizable ARGB lighting. The UniFan P28 is still a prototype and is undergoing design changes, but we expect to bring this new fan to you around the month of April. As our last physical product of the show, we'd like to give you a first view of the new prototype of a product that made many builds' RGB factor reach the next level. Here's the Streamer Plus V2. The V2 version of the popular extension cable is now thinner and more flexible than ever. The revised design focuses on improving functionality to provide the user with a better experience. Still available as a motherboard 24-pin, GPU dual 8-pin, and GPU triple 8-pin, the new design ditches the braided cables and replaces it with high-end silicone-covered cables, allowing the streamer to be more flexible. The new cables allow us to arrange a 24-pin version in a single row of cables, making the whole assembly slimmer. But the first thing that will catch the eye is not the cable, but the lights themselves. A closer look at the diffuser will show that while thinner than a previous version, the light can now also be seen from the side of the diffuser, making the light effects of the Streamer Plus V2 more vibrant. In combination with the silicone-covered cables, the thinner diffuser enables the Streamer Plus V2 to achieve unprecedented flexibility. In addition, each streamer features individually controlled light channels for even more possible light effects. With 24-pin at 6 channels, the dual 8-pin at 4 channels, and the triple 8-pin at 6 channels, multiple highly customizable light effects can be combined within the same cable, thanks to the new version of the L-Connect, L-Connect 3, which we'll cover in more detail soon. On top of the increased flexibility and lighting, compatibility with GPUs has been improved. Both the dual 8-pin and triple 8-pin Streamer Plus are separated in bundles, which make them easier to split at the GPU end, ensuring compatibility with GPUs which have wide gaps between their power connectors. The assembly of the cables and diffuser has been revisited. Improved clamp design means they're easier to disassemble when flipping their orientation and less likely to come apart when bent. With a few finishing touches still needed to complete the Streamer Plus V2, you can expect the new RGB extension cables to be available around April. Last on our list is an update to our software L-Connect. There's been a long list of changes that improve the software and make it a true central system for your LIAN ecosystem. Starting at the top, L-Connect now has the ability to read your system's information and provide a convenient one-stop location for the users to review their hardware status, such as information about the temperature and clock speed of the CPU and GPU. From this page, users can also consult the system's specification with detailed information about all hardware connected to the motherboard. Moving down the menu, users can find a tab that allows them to create fan profiles. With up to 4 presets available per UniHubs connected, users can define a fan curve dependent on the CPU or GPU temperature. Each fan mode can be renamed for a more personalized experience. Next on the menu is a great option for users wanting to save time. From the Quick Sync lighting page, users can apply a single setting across all devices connected to the UniHubs. As with L-Connect 2, L-Connect 3 also supports SL120s, SL140s, and AL120s with the same light effects available from the previous version of L-Connect. From the SL and AL pages, users can also apply the pre-configured fan curve profiles we've mentioned earlier. Additionally, each cluster can be renamed to their actual location in the system. So instead of cluster number 1, the user can rename it to top fans or side fans. As expected, the SL Infinity have their own sets of lighting effects. Either applied at the edge, at the center, or combined, users can find the same level of customization as for the AL120s. As previously mentioned, the new Streamer Plus V2 is also supported by L-Connect 3. Easily identifiable within the interface, light effects can be quickly applied to the 24-pin or GPU streamer. From L-Connect, users can also get the option to apply length effects to the whole streamer, or individually to each light channel, giving the user a level of customizability that's unprecedented. Color, speed, brightness, and direction all can be configured from L-Connect. No need to open the backside of your case to access the controller. This will also be made available to existing Streamer Plus users with the replacement of their controller. Lastly, under the setting menu, users can configure the L-Connect 3 experience to be either in Celsius or Fahrenheit or in a different language. Please note that more languages will be supported in the future. Under the Update tab, an Auto Update Detect function lets the user know if a new version of L-Connect is available, or if their UniHub features the latest version of the firmware. Without any complicated manipulations, users now have the ability to quickly keep their software and firmware up to date by the click of a button. And great news for existing UniFan users, this feature is also compatible with your current UniHub. L-Connect 3 is expected at the end of this quarter, with a version available for existing UniFan owners via a simple update. But before we release L-Connect 3 to the general public, we have a beta user program in place where we'll give users early access to collect feedback. Make sure to head to the description for more details. And this wraps up the LIAN 2022 Digital Expo. Make sure to head over to the description to find links to our first video where we go over the design changes made to the LIAN 3 and the V3000 Plus. In addition, thanks to ASRock for sponsoring the giveaway prizes with an Intel i9-12900K and ASRock Z690 PG Velocita motherboard, which support DDR5 memory at 6400 MHz, Surface Mount Tech PCIe 5.0 slots, and blazing PCIe Gen 5 M.2. Make sure to click the LIAN link in the description for details on how to enter. And this wraps up the LIAN 2022 Digital Expo. Make sure to head over to the description to find links to our first video where we go over the design changes made to the LIAN 3 and the V3000 Plus.